What I'm working on today is just BTS, which is behind the scenes work. I'm just recording everybody while we're getting set up, and we're gonna create a story out of it. We're gonna see what we can do and just edit it up and see how clean we can make it look. It's just, we're gonna have some funny moments, we're gonna have some serious moments, and some personal interviews. I'm gonna go around today with the camera and basically just talk to everybody and just get interviews with Cheyenne. And yeah, that's pretty much my job for today. All right, so basically like what we're doing today is Noah, Duran, and Cade are all over here setting up our live stream right now. They're getting it ready. We had a little bit of technical difficulties because we forgot a mouse, but we got that mouse right there now. But
it's all working though.
It's all working, so yeah, that's why we have the extra amount of time, is because there's issues that we run into, but this is our big boy. This is the one that we really take a lot of pride and care and effort into keeping together.
My job as director is basically we've put together this show, and we wrote a script, and we have at least 4 cameras to change between, and just decide which shots go where.
Just come out before practice and help set up with the crew and get everything situated for the guys to go for practice.
I think I'm running a camera today out on the field, so I'm going to be taking like shots of whatever Cade wants me to, or whatever I think's like would be a good shot. I'm looking forward to learning from this how to have a better camera skills and like video editing and stuff, because I have no experience.
What my job is today is basically just creating the story that Cade has in his head, our director. He's going to be talking to us. We have 4 cameras out there on the field, 1 up top, and we just got to listen to what he tells us, and our job is to get the different angles, just create the story he wants. Another thing you guys are going to see in this little video you guys are watching, I created Jermaine's interview. That was my favorite part about this whole thing. But I'm a second-year student here, and I don't really have much to... I'm pretty confident with cameras. I am excited to be back doing this. It's been about a year since we've filmed anything football related. I'm excited. It was the first thing I did here. First time I ever filmed anything for the LISD TV was here. It was my first game I filmed, and it made me fall in love with it ever since.
I don't know, it's kind of like my first time doing this like officially, so yeah. I'm nervous about pretty much everything, to be honest. I don't really know how it's gonna go, and I don't want to screw anything up, so I just hope it, goes smoothly. Knowing what I already want in my head for how I want the show to look and how I want it to go. So yeah, I'm pretty confident about it.
My biggest struggle probably would be editing videos. I know it takes a certain technique as far as editing videos and as far as getting it where you want it to look like and stuff like that. So I would say my biggest struggle would probably be editing videos. I'm most excited about just getting hands-on with the camera, stuff like that. As far as I know my brother, he do editing videos too, so I just want to get like far as with the camera wise and get my techniques down as far as just learning what to do.
Last year we actually did a few live streams where I didn't really do as much as I'm doing right now. I was just really a camera guy, but now I'm actually like way more involved. So this is probably the most involved I've been so far. So a lot of behind the scenes work is just us setting up our live stream, and there's a lot more that goes into live stream. It's like a 2-hour process that we're going through, and the behind the scenes, that's why we're really showing all that, is because of how strenuous of a process it actually is, because a lot of people don't realize that, but it's a lot of work that goes into it.
Without having any experience really with photography or like editing or anything, that my videos aren't complete, like terrible. So I was surprised by that. I think I like editing because it, like, I don't know, it just like, it's satisfying to see something go together, and then like if I don't like something, I can change it to the way I like it, so it's not set in stone.
This is the very first show for Siena Heights University that the sports team has ever done. And the LISD TV team has come to Siena Heights to teach the students here, the college students here, how to put on a sports broadcast. And so this is our first time out. A lot of the kids are a little bit nervous, and that's expected. But really, we've only been a few weeks into school, and we're already out here on the football field. Now, of course, because of COVID, usually the masks are up. I think that Siena Heights is pretty lucky to have this team out here on the field for them. Again, we're in a COVID world now, and so we can't even have a stand full of fans. Our team will be so valuable to be able to broadcast that game for these fans here and for the college students themselves. So I think this is something that Siena Heights needs, and I'm so happy to be a part of that. And I think this team is really going to show the administration here at Siena Heights they need us, and that they could really expand this whole program. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited to hear what the students have to say when they're done with this, because to us in television, this is our big game. And they're all a little nervous. It's like your very first big football game. They're going to be the anchors in front of the camera. They're going to be the director, the graphics people, the photographers along the sideline. I'm really anxious. I love that teaching moment when they come off the field and they're just so pumped. So
I like that they brought Kelly on to the campus, and she helped a lot with me not coming into class and not knowing, having a clue idea of what to do. I think she guided me through the class, and I like her for that.
I think this kind of a learning experience as a team helps that student grow even more than any classroom, anything they're going to be doing sitting in a chair. If they can work together, they can problem solve. We've had a few snags already this afternoon, but they're already working through them. I'm seeing the leaders step up, the pride in themselves, the fact that they will take this work and make it even better the next time they head out on the field makes me proud of them. So I think these kind of experiences are just immeasurable when it comes to grading. You can't grade them, because I just feel like anything they do, even if it's a mistake or a bad game or something totally went wrong, they will learn so much from all of those mistakes that the next time they're out, they'll know, I'm going to look for that, I'm going to look for this cable, or I'm going to learn how to make sure that camera has plenty of batteries. Not that those are any of our problems today. Yes, they are. But they will step into it next time, and they will know how to pack their bag. They will know how to prepare for the next game. What's going to be really fun is to see how this all turns out once we get back into the studio and they see their video and they can cut it up and actually make it a show. So we'll see if all their audio turns out great. They'll see their own camera work, and they're really proud of themselves. So how can I not be proud of them?
So it's Logan again up here in the press box, and I'm just gonna basically run you guys through what everybody's gonna be doing. So basically what Cade's job is, he's gonna be sitting up here and he's gonna be looking at all of our camera people. We're gonna have 2 cameras each on the 10-yard line, and we're going to be recording. And we have a camera that's right here in the bleachers, and then we also have another camera down there underneath the tent. So what we're gonna be doing is Cade's gonna be taking shots from the 4 different cameras and be choosing which ones he wants to put on during the live stream, whichever one fits whatever we're doing at the moment. And basically what we're gonna do with that is just create a story out of it. And we're gonna sit there and basically this is just like a practice for us because it's our first time for the year. So we're getting used to all the equipment, like I said before.
My job is I will be running the graphics. So the lower third you'll see, the bar on the side, I did all that, I'll be running all that. Pretty much I'll just be sitting at the live stream setup over there, pressing buttons, pushing, pulling graphics. That'll be pretty much it. The left side of the screen will show the Siena logo, and it'll give you players to watch, like the star players on the team. And then on the bottom of the screen, it'll give you the team schedule. And then, just kind of based it off of other sports shows I've watched, and kind of went from there and built up with Siena stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, he created it himself on Photoshop. He basically did everything himself, and he transferred it over to our live stream computer, and he's working on that right now. So the camera people are going to be listening to our director, and they're going to be getting the shots that he wants us to get, and they're going to be getting the angles and basically going to be trying to perfect what Cade wants done and what he's imagined for this project.
Hi there, I'm Paul Mallory. I helped to set up the live stream at our Siena Heights football practice. We had a lot going on that day. I was not so close to the live stream situation itself as much as I was running around between cameras, between mics, between tripods and bags, looking for different connections and adapters, trying to change the settings on the fly to figure out the things that weren't coming through when they should have been coming through.
So today we brought out our Siena Heights students and our Tech Center High School students, and we filmed a football practice. Basically, we brought out our live broadcasting system, and we were doing our own sort of practice, and we shot together a program that we put together with some anchors and some cameras, some pre-recorded programs that we have been putting together, as well as commercials. And it was the first time of us bringing out this whole system and having everyone learn it, so it was very, very helpful to learn this sort of system before we go out and actually shoot some real football games. That's a little more action-packed, a little more fast-paced, so it was good to be able to get down and learn the system, and I think we did really good.
One problem we really didn't run into, one that we were expecting, was the weather. That boded pretty poorly for us at the beginning, at the onset of the day, and it cleared up just in time. So fortunately that worked out well for us. Some more concerns that came along, over the years our live stream situation has evolved as different pieces of equipment have grown out of date and needed to be replaced with something newer and better. So one of our more recent updates is we now have a new set of cables, our HDMI cables, which has replaced our BNC cables. One thing that we learned about those is they're unidirectional, like a one-way street. So we can't put data both ways through the cable. So we had to recoil our cables to make sure that we could utilize them properly. That was one thing.
So what I was most worried about was just being able to not shoot something, because it was a little rainy that day when we first got there, but we were looking at the radar and it was hoping that it was going to disperse, so we decided on it. We decided to go out there, and I'm glad we did, because it turned out really well, even though there was those kind of problems. So I was concerned as to whether or not that was going to work out.
Several of the cameras that we used, we were not perfectly familiar with, so getting them to a place where we knew how to access all of the settings in those cameras to change brightness when it got too dark, or to change access to putting the data out of an HDMI to the system. These were things that we kind of had to learn on the spot. So we did.
So going into it, I was most confident about our team. I had been watching us and I thought we were doing really well throughout the year with the videos that we've been putting together and stuff. So I was confident that no matter what happened, what went down, that we would have a good team to be able to work through any problems.